Come on in, you found the best. Between two giants, here you'll find wit and wisdom intertwined, laughs and knowledge hand in hand. This is the show that's in command.
Brian,
what's up?
with an I. This is going to come in important later.
Okay, yes, that's me. I just want to make sure I was the correct Brian.
You're the Brian.
Brian.
Brian. That's not it. No.
Okay.
Why is that going to be important?
Shh.
Come on,
You're on mute.
Classic, not Brian with an I.
Oh, God. Hey, thanks for joining us for Between Two Giants. Although this is a special episode, this is Between Two Bryans.
Yeah.
Say hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian. Oh,
Brian.
yeah. Well, me,
The
you.
other Brian with a Y.
Yeah.
Me, you, me, you.
If you get closer to the mic, it works better.
Like here?
Yeah. That sounds
That's
like a
like-
true sexy Brian right there.
That's like a midnight storm
Yeah.
on the jazz station.
God, what did you have for breakfast?
Hey-o, granola, apparently.
I was talking to the other Brian you were between.
Sorry.
He
So
gets,
we've-
he gets very jealous of me. So he
Yeah,
likes to answer
yeah,
all my
yeah.
questions.
Brian with a Y
Yeah, it's
is
probably
a friend of mine. I'd like to say you're my friend.
Go ahead and say it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, he's an acquaintance of mine. Weird.
Weird.
Who happened to be
with
at
your
the...
wife.
Excuse me?
With your wife.
You're an acquaintance with my wife?
Well, I know your wife since she was a kid.
People say that differently. Anyway.
I'm just going to sit here and watch. Like, I will not be saying much because the other Brian is taking over because he's obviously funnier than me already.
Oh,
I mean,
No.
that went without saying, but thank you for saying it.
Classic with a Y.
Brian was here when we were taping another episode, and I know Brian has amazing life stories. He doesn't think he does, but I'm going to let you tell the stories, but suffice to say, you'll be amazed. So
What?
Brian, give you a little backstory. Brian, as I know him, worked for the, can I say the words? Probably. Phoenix Suns, NBA, professional NBA basketball association, and the Milwaukee Bucks professional basketball association.
It's really good. You got to
Yeah.
clarify what they are. It's like they're like the Phoenix
Look.
Suns. Like, is that the baseball team or is that the NASCAR team?
Understand that Seamus McShamus in Ireland does not know, or may not know.
You really care about our listeners
I
so
do
much.
care about the one listener in Ireland. We have a listener in Ireland. One
Yeah.
listener in Ireland.
they know about us. They know about the NBA.
They or
Europe,
he or
Europe,
she?
Europe loves the NBA.
You're up.
Europe.
You're up. Okay.
You're up. Is that? Well, I'd like that because I'm here to be interviewed.
Hey-o. So I
But you
asked
guys go right ahead.
You're not here to be interviewed. You got
Thank you.
bamboozled into
whose
being interviewed.
podcast is this?
It's Brian with a Y's.
Okay. So we asked
You-
Brian with a Y to show up and tell us some stories about his life in the NBA and beyond, actually, because Brian's not one-dimensional. He's not just a basketball guy.
Well, thank you.
You're
What else
welcome.
am I? I'm not
You also
really
do
quite
Pokemon, right? You're a big Pokemon guy.
No,
Yeah.
actually, I can give you some insight into this. Brian has been a long-standing member of the Sturgis motorcycle club
Right.
scene. I don't know.
It's my
I wanna-
hometown. That's where I was born.
Right.
That's
I'm
why
so
he's wearing
sorry.
assless chaps.
No,
I get it.
right.
That
No,
really
that's-
ties together.
Well, they didn't.
I thought it was
They didn't start
inappropriate.
out like that.
Yeah, okay. Well, you brought it out.
Yeah,
You
not until
made
the
it
other
happen.
Brian got a hell of those. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what I mean. He's got a lot of life stories. So I want to let Brian talk about stories that he thinks are interesting or experiences that he thinks are interesting.
Well, it's just. How about one that's relevant? How's that?
Don't
Yeah, I
care.
don't care about that one. No,
No, it's
Yeah.
just. I was just going to tell you one story about when I worked for the Phoenix Suns. My thing was I was the
Do you have
with the
Tourette's?
Phoenix. I do.
okay.
Said
find that
penis
very-
4 times. I didn't even catch it.
Yeah. Well, if you're decent at editing, it shouldn't really matter.
Too bad for you.
No, say a lot. It makes his day shit. I love it. Classic, not
funny.
not us problem.
So I'm not a really good speaker, but I will tell a story. I can tell a story. So anyway, what I did is I worked with the Phoenix Suns Gorilla, and we used to go out to promote
What's
him.
the gorilla that people? Seamus McShamus doesn't know what the gorilla
He's
is.
the mascot for the Phoenix Suns.
Fair. He
got it.
dresses
He's the
like a
mascot.
full
And-
gorilla.
Yes, and he was he selected the team, and they took him on as the mascot. So
Wait, the mascot Wait, there's a draft? A mascot draft?
So no. He actually, this is the story that I have, is he was a gorillagram, and somebody when they played at the Coliseum back in the olden days, somebody had bought somebody a gorillagram, and he came to the game. The Suns were not as popular
What
as
the
they
fuck is a gorilla?
It's when a gorilla shows
goes
up
up
with a
to
gram.
sing.
It's like a love gram.
Like,
right?
yeah, like they go
Why
sing
does
somebody a
Michael
happy
always
birthday.
interrupt the
I
Brian?
feel like that's a zoo.
Yeah. No, that's just
No?
that's a gorilla.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's like
Brian, I understand your pain.
Yeah, seriously, like, can we? Yeah, my sidebar between two Brians is just an idea I have.
it's our next podcast.
No, it's our next
Okay.
podcast.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us.
We
Sorry,
do
Mom.
Hey, Brian, we do need somebody to set stuff up. So,
Yeah.
I got your back, too.
Okay.
Brian to Brian.
Yeah, okay.
so anyway, basically what it was is he came to do a singing gorillagram. He got up the crowd. He did. He came up, went onto the court, shot the basketball. The crowd went wild, and from then on, it was the Phoenix Suns gorilla.
He
So-
like didn't even dunk himself and shit, like through the hoop.
No,
like,
that
through
was he was the mascot that I was the one that became the dunking mascot. So
Okay.
He just showed up and was instantly the mascot?
okay, I'll go over this one more time.
Okay.
Somebody hired
No, I
a
don't-
singing
I get it.
gorillagram.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
when
get
you're
the
not a
story.
Brian, you got to break things down. Like, do you have crayons that make this motherfucker
I
understand
just
what we're
think
talking
the
about?
vetting process should be better.
He's like, I don't know, with someone,
Yeah.
someone here is
But-
getting old and
But
shit.
yeah,
Like, you're hired.
but you have to
Look,
realize
I
back
had
in
a
the day,
stroke. It's fine.
there were probably more people at this podcast than there was in the stands back then. So it wasn't like it is nowadays.
I see.
So
Okay.
anyway, that was my job. I was there to take care of. I was
Gorilla Wrangler.
I was the gorilla wrangler, as they said. But anyway, so we had to go to a radio station here in Phoenix, and I got there and I brought the gorilla, which makes no sense. The gorilla doesn't talk, so I'm not really quite sure what we were doing at a radio station.
Hold on.
Yeah. Like,
Okay, just
did you did a collar on, or you just
Yeah.
brought the gorilla?
We-
Why
brought-
can't the guy inside the gorilla costume talk?
Yeah.
well, because it's an image. It's just it's what it is.
Oh, the gorilla doesn't know English.
yeah.
For
Well,
the
no, he
interview, he's
doesn't.
just all like, "Rah."
He doesn't. He's nonverbal, I guess.
He's
is what they-
emoting.
Yeah.
It's part of the thing. But anyway, we get to the radio station. We get there, and the gorilla comes in, and they look at me, and they go, "We thought you were bringing a player too." And I go,
Like a player.
Like,
Like a
but there's a
basketball player.
gorilla here. What
Like
do
a
you need,
piano?
dude?
I
Yeah.
don't understand.
to a radio station for a broadcast.
A
and
player.
Yeah.
a player, a basketball player. At
Oh,
Phoenix
a
Suns.
Seriously, I'm Brian. Like, seriously, we got to talk about between two Brians. It sounds like a great
I-
podcast.
Oh,
you know,
a
My
player.
stories usually aren't this painful. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
Oh, when one person isn't listening, it sucks, right?
We have
You
a
know?
lot of listeners that are disadvantaged.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help them.
Yeah,
So
Brian's
fuck
have like
you
a-
for helping
I have
me.
a telepathic thing where I get what he's saying.
Okay.
So, do you want? We can wait for a sign language person.
Look,
You
it's
get
obvious
like-
you guys don't like the people that are disenfranchised or disabled.
Yeah.
It's
You
fine.
get a
Please
whiteboard like
continue.
a, like
I
a
don't,
coach
I don't
like
think
trying
that
to
has
play.
anything to do with you, though.
That's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's fine.
New favorite guest, guys. I'm so glad. Actually, everyone's still listening. Finally, dude.
Mom.
If we get another Michael on here, like I am fucked.
Yeah.
MYKAL.
Michael. Anyways, back
It's
to the.
painful.
I don't
get
know.
it.
Oh, so
I know.
anyway, so when I was born, no, I'm just kidding. So we went.
Great.
Well,
Don't pump me too high.
Yeah.
hey-o.
So we get there. What are you going to do?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trust me,
Yeah.
he's gonna
He's
miss
good.
the button. It's
Yeah.
fine. We're in charge.
So are we really? Doesn't
No.
feel like anybody really
He's got
is.
the buttons, dude. Welcome to the podcast. You get it. See, Brian gets it.
So anyway, long story short, I'm going to just tell you this really quick story. We're at this.
Not quick.
Yeah, not quick so far. They asked me. They said we thought you were going to bring along a player, and I go, I don't know. So I called them. They said, well, the player should be there. And I go, I look in the stand, and I'm like, I don't see anybody.
Aren't they
here.
all coked up?
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm not. This isn't a game day.
Exactly. I see what you did there. Hey-o. All right, so weed.
Anyway, so I look over, and there's like 3 or 4 people sitting in the waiting area, and I go, is anybody here?
Did you
A
broadcast it?
player, Phoenix Suns basketball player.
Did you yell out to
I
the?
did.
Shout out to the
'Cause I was like-
bullhorn.
they said he was there, and I'm like, "There's nobody here."
I want to see. Oh, please tell me he raised his hand.
He did.
Oh shit!
He raised his hands. He raised his hands, and I said, "You're a player?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I go, well, "Who are you?" And he said his name was Steve Nash.
Oh, that fucking guy.
He looked like a gorilla. Kind of a little
No,
bit.
he
No,
did not.
it's not the
No,
gorilla.
that's the gorilla was back doing his
I
thing. He
am-
was sitting in that.
Steve
he was
Nash
sitting in the
kind of
waiting
looked
room.
like a caveman. Though,
Other
a little
Brian.
bit. Come on.
He was
God,
very young.
keep up.
But
I'm off.
in my defense, it was his first day. I had no idea he was going to be there.
And he looks like a child.
He looked like a kid then.
Oh,
he looked
shit.
like he was 10.
Right.
And so
Okay.
he went in, we did the interview, and this story didn't have the big impact that I thought it would because of all the sidebars.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And it's seriously, like, so you get the premise of the podcast.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
So the
Now
moral
my-
of the story is Steve Nash is a child.
No, the moral of the story is Steve Nash looked like a very young man when he started here, and now he's the head coach. Just so you know,
I feel like that's what I said.
I mean, I don't want to be a rude, but he also kind of looks like a caveman a little bit, right? Like, yeah.
well, it depends on what.
Okay, so he's never going to be on the show. I did not mean to say that.
Never say never.
Ever.
Never say never.
Never,
I-
ever.
Yeah, I can.
Someone videotaped him driving a car the other day, and they thought it was a child. Steve Nash, holy shit! I thought it was a kid.
Yeah.
He's tiny, like sitting on phone books and shit.
Poor Steve Nash. Didn't,
Poor Steve Nash.
didn't need to turn into
Really? Poor multi-million-dollar Steve Nash.
You know
Yeah,
what? It's
head
not always
coach.
about the money.
It is all about the money,
It's
Brian.
all about not
With a
looking like
Y.
a baby.
Right. Yeah.
I feel I do really have a lot of other stories too, but
Keep them
Oh,
going.
do
I don't think that we
Next.
could really.
we have 22.1.
I dare you to tell another story. Michael will love it.
Oh, give the Ibiza story.
The Ibiza, yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
The best one.
The
Well,
foam story.
Ibiza.
the phone bar story.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So okay, can I tell the whole story, or are we going to get bashed through the whole thing?
From who?
Yeah, we're not going to get Nash bashed. You know, we're fine. Like, nobody listens to this.
I'm super uncomfortable right now.
I'm so sorry.
yeah,
This is Nash.
no, I'm sorry. I'll take my hand off your shoulder.
That's not my
Not a
shoulder.
Hey-oh.
Classic.
And besides, I'd never tell you to take your hand off.
Hey-oh.
Ah, damn. All right. Well, I guess we're going to wrap this bitch up, huh?
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's what I do.
Brian on Brian Love. It's like Time Cop. We're in the same space time continuum.
It's called the stutter love.
Don't cross the streams.
So anyway, so that's pretty much my exciting
No,
life
you
right
didn't
there.
tell the story.
You just teased us. Now you, have to
foam.
please us.
You
with
said the word
story.
foam and like, okay, that's my story.
Yeah, if you
Well,
want to hear a better
yeah, but
story, we're like, yes. You're like, all right, well, then, thanks for being a good audience.
It's not very exciting. I was on a European tour with Magic Johnson at a phone bar in Ibiza. So I mean,
Classic. Yeah, honestly, I had like really bad coffee the other day, so I get the bad
I feel like
stories.
that was last Tuesday.
So
Magic
anyway,
Johnson.
you were in Ibiza with Magic Johnson.
we were in Ibiza. Is it Ibiza or Ibiza?
Yes,
Ibiza.
Ibiza.
In Spain.
Yeah.
Ibiza.
Yeah.
So anyway, we were there, and so we went out to a phone bar, and you get a lot of special attention when
Do
you're.
you find do you
Yeah.
look up Google phone bar? How does
Do you
that
know
happen?
don't you know what a phone bar is?
I know what it phone bar. I get it, but there's no bar that opens as a phone bar.
It's like
Yeah, they do.
They open. It's called foam. I don't
Well, I
get
don't
it.
know, but what happens
it's
is
FOMO. If you miss out, you don't get any foam.
Well done. I like that one.
Man, that's the first time Brian's not been approved of my jokes. I felt really bad.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
I found it very offensive.
FOMO.
Oh,
What did you say,
You didn't miss
FOMO?
out.
FOMO? Anyway, I'm just kidding, Brian. I would never say anything.
except for what you just said.
Yeah,
Yeah, go
say
ahead.
never.
Anyways, yeah.
Right.
Anyways.
If you could,
So anyway, Magic Johnson.
So anyway,
foaming
I'm
it
sorry.
up.
Boom.
yeah. So
Penis
it's my
out.
life
Got
in my life in the NBA. So anyway, there's nothing better than a 5'5" chubby little kid that works in the NBA for some
Holy
good,
shit, you're a
good
kid?
stories. Well, back then.
Hey, you
I was.
guys.
Oh,
Back then.
man,
You guys.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's-
I know. It
I do
sounds
not-
just like
Are
you.
you
doesn't
saying that
You
I am
guys.
Liz?
I completely understand why your mom
She's
doesn't listen to this
not.
fucking podcast.
Tell your story.
I'm
So
just
anyway.
90 years old.
So I'm trying to think of. I can't. I just went blank.
Really? Magic Johnson
Okay.
foam? Maybe
Magic
that's
Johnson, Ibiza.
So, yeah, your
How many-
podcast listeners are like, what the hell?
They're not
It-
listening.
No, they're not listening at this point, which I don't blame them. But the story does get better.
Classic Brian.
Waiting.
Yeah. So anyway, no, I was just spent a lot of time under the foam with Magic Johnson and the bottle. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Anyway, so here's the story. God,
No FOMO with this guy,
Yeah.
huh?
Full FOMO. Sounds like.
Like, where is he?
I am.
Who, Brian or Magic Johnson?
Yeah.
Brian.
No, we do. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
right next to you.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Hey-oh.
So, anyway, we're at this bar, okay? So it's getting all ramped up and things are getting pretty exciting. Now the story is going to be so bad after this. We went to
Taco Bell.
No, we. Now, wait a second. I have better stories than this, and now you got me
Yeah, but
going
we
down.
we
a
can't
trip.
tell because you haven't finished this one.
Look,
So, okay,
just
you're
for the
in
record,
foam.
I really haven't finished anything.
Yes.
Ayo.
No, you got to keep going.
Oh, no.
There's no editing.
This is-
No, but anyway, long story short, I'll make the story. We were there, started to get a little too crowded in the foam bar. Magic Johnson decided
How would
he
you
wanted.
know?
Well, from our private luge that we were sitting in.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on.
That how
Up
you
in the
got into
balcony?
you
A luge?
Isn't that where you sit up and you look down at all
No,
the...
I think that's where you go down a nice
yeah,
fucking
you're
tube.
doing 70 miles an hour.
No, we've never had a...
luge.
No, it's a thing up in a theater where you...
Mezzanine?
Mezzanine or something like that.
That's the same as luge.
Yes.
Like the Olympic sport of mezzanine.
Somebody's a loser here, and I don't know.
Hey now.
Hey-oh.
Seriously, we have two guests that are going to be on our show back to back, and we found them tonight.
Correct.
The second one is still has not told the story. So anyway, so you were
Yeah.
luging into my
So we're
Jet
up there.
Johnson.
So anyway, so long story short, I don't
Too
know if you guys have you ever. We were with this tour people that put this event together. They took our bus, so we were stranded in a foam bar with Magic Johnson.
I have this
Okay,
image of like a person with a flag going through foam.
Yeah, just walking through Disneyland.
I'm gonna send you a picture of a foam bar. They don't do them anymore because I think ever since the pandemic,
Because you ruined them.
What?
The pandemic, yeah.
Yes.
That Sharon.
So
It's
Sharon-
called,
anyways.
it's called the magic effect.
yeah, they. Yeah, they
Do you
cut out-
believe
they
in
cut out-
magic ruining shit?
They cut out foam bars and dirty
Anal
needles.
sex. Oh, sorry.
You know, they should bring the needles back. I get the foam bars, but like sharing needles, that should be fine.
That's right. That's
so,
right.
so magic
So
wasn't
anyway-
appreciative of the close.
So anyway, so he
proximity.
decided he wanted to leave,
Okay. He had too much foam on him.
and so Kurt.
He's like,
I'm too clean.
Wait,
Yeah,
this
I'm
is
all-
there's
I'm
a
all
there's
soft.
my friend Kurt Watanabe.
God bless you.
Thank you. Who worked for
Favorite mob boss.
for Mr. Johnson?
Was he in the triad?
Was he what?
Oh.
What?
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 Let
So
the
anyway.
man tell a story. God damn, man. Right?
You know, some people, it's that whole thing.
I can't help it. It's like Tourette's.
It's more
But you're
painful.
not
It is
funny.
more painful.
Yeah.
Every
You
time
don't
I. s-
cuss, but it's just annoying to everybody.
All right.
So anyway, oh my
Ay,
God,
ay,
this story is going to be so boring by the time
Sorry,
Nope,
Mom.
it's not.
it's.
So Magic Johnson is going through the crowd with his
Well,
penis out.
No, nobody said that.
Oh,
See, he did.
you didn't have to.
Yeah. Anyway, so we decide he wants to leave. Our bus is gone,
Mm-hmm.
and so my friend Kurt Watanabe is freaking out
bless you.
because there's like 12 of us. No, there's more than that. There's 15 of us, and he's freaking out.
Sure?
Yeah. And so
Okay.
we have to
Freaking out?
freak out because
Magic
when-
Johnson is freaking out?
No, he is because when Magic
is?
Johnson says he wants to leave,
You gotta
It's
leave.
time to go.
it's time to go.
fucking go.
Yeah.
So, and
Clear
another
the
thing
foam.
about when we were on that tour, side note, the bus didn't leave till Magic Johnson got on it, whether it was early or late.
So
And
his
it-
bus didn't leave until he was on it?
Until our bus. We
Oh,
only had
shit.
one bus.
Oh,
So
shit.
if Magic gets on the bus and you're behind,
You get left.
fuck you.
You're stuck in the
Yep.
foam. Like,
Yeah.
I can't get it
Yep.
out.
Good
Yeah.
luck, Steve Nash.
Yeah. Steve Nash wasn't there.
Well,
Kurt Rambis was, though,
you know why he's
Which
not
I-
there? Because
Yeah.
he's a child.
because
Yeah.
he was 10 at the time. But anyway, so long story
Kurt
short,
Rambis. That guy's a monster.
this guy's amazing. He's
a
like one of
monster.
the nicest people you'll ever meet.
I don't believe that's true.
And I have some dirty Kurts at my house. You know what those are, don't you?
You're gonna want to wash
underwear
those.
you need to throw away.
Yeah. It's something-
Maybe wipe
It's
2 times.
It's something you put on your
Bidet, bro.
face if you like that. No, you know what Dirty Kurt's are? They're his glasses that he used to wear when he played basketball.
Yeah, I know. I don't know sports ball.
You don't know what?
Sports ball.
Yeah,
You don't know basketball?
No.
Well, then why in the
Here's
hell
the-
am I on your show?
Here's the thing.
because we wanted to learn about basketball and Magic Johnson's dick. Jesus, dude. There's very
Here's the
few
thing about
topics.
basketball. I
Yeah.
find this is my
Yeah.
personal opinion. 2 points. You get 2 points. You get 2 points. You get 2 points. You get 2. I mean, let's just cut to the chase. Can we just give people points and say, all right, we're
Well,
done?
sometimes there's only 1 point, and sometimes there's 3.
And sometimes, you're in
It
a
seems like a
fucking
lot of
foam
waiting
pit
for
with,
the 1 or the weird 3
Yeah.
or the fucking, I don't know.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
he said long story or short.
I don't even
7
remember the
times.
story we were talking
So
about.
Magic's on the bus.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, there's no bus. The bus got taken. So anyway, so here's what happened. I'm going to
So
tell
they
you this.
all
I'm
rode Kurt
I'm
Can we
Rambis
just
home.
start over?
I'm gonna talk. Hi, I'm Brian.
Hey, how's it going? Me too, dude. So, again, give me our best or worst episode ever.
It's the worst.
Like,
Correct.
It's
we
the
should
worst.
name this one "Listen While Drunk."
Do not listen.
I dare you,
This
bitch.
is, are you kidding? Every sports person in the world will be at the edge of their seat listening to the end of this story. Every
yeah.
person, yeah.
Yeah,
Both of
especially
them.
Magic.
Yes.
This
This is not Magic.
Don't tell them about my big dick.
Oh my God.
Can you talk about that stuff on
What
podcasts?
stuff? Dicks?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Have
Dude,
you?
that's all
You have
he
obviously not
talks
listened.
about. Yeah.
Yeah. Dicks and holes and peepees and pussies and dick holes
Our
and
first woman says,
buttholes.
like, she's like, I'm the first vagina on the episode.
Right.
Which
my
was
mom,
true.
Like, she's like, I asked my mom, have you listened to the episode? I listened for 3 seconds and someone said vagina.
Yeah. And I was like, that was your son,
Yeah.
mother. So,
Correct.
anyways, Magic Johnson drove away in his big bus.
No,
No,
there was
he
no
didn't.
bus.
There's no
'cause that
bus.
bus
I'm
was
just
gone.
trying to bring you guys
because-
back on topic here. For
Good
fuck's
job.
sake.
Because this,
But they
you.
all rode
The-
Kurt Rambis home.
Bitch.
He's not wrong. He's like,
no,
you're not wrong.
That's not no. We did not do that
Oh.
because I
It
know
sounds like he's built like a tank.
they all are.
You like him.
Well, I mean, I
No.
wish I was like that. I look like a tank. One that's been
People try and
rusted,
ride it.
Okay.
put away.
Like
Yeah.
a World War II
Yeah,
tank.
and the
Reliable.
and the, what's
the
the,
word I'd go
when the
with.
thingy? What's that one thing?
The thingy.
The thing that shoots the gun has been removed.
The pin. The pin.
Pin. Not the
pin.
pin. I think he's talking about the
The gun.
the
Ejaculate. Wait, are we still talking about Magic Johnson?
We are talking about a Johnson, but I don't know if it's magic or not.
You're
We'd like to
welcome.
dedicate this as the most fucking sound effects episode yet.
But you only have 3 sound effects. That's
We have
kinda-
4, but
Look,
3 are
I
good.
can add a lot in post.
Yeah.
Wait
right.
till
Yeah.
you hear it.
Yeah. So, anyways, did we finish the story? Because
No,
I'm
Kurt
Yeah.
Rambis is running
Are you
Magic Johnson
guys-
back to the
Are you
hotel.
guys generally confused quite a bit whether you finished or not?
Hi.
dude. I always know when I finish. Okay,
My
because
name's
that's when
Michael.
I fall asleep.
Are you,
Make me a sandwich.
sorry.
So, anyways,
Okay, so Kurt Rambis
this
is
is-
taking Magic Johnson back to the hotel.
You were
on
just
his
asking.
back.
So anyway, long story short, I go.
Too late.
Kurt Watanabe is freaking out. I go.
God bless
It's
you.
no big deal. We'll just get some cabs and send everybody back.
Some
Right?
scabs.
Because we were staying at Club Med.
Of course. That's
Yeah,
where
oh.
all the high class people see.
yeah, dude.
It was very
Swingers.
They
fun.
have ice time bagels at Club
Hey,
Med.
Yeah. You've
No,
never been to a
Schwagels.
Are you guys never been to a Club Med? Kind of.
No, I don't
What
play
kind
for
of
the NBA.
I play for the NBA. Hey.
That's a different podcast.
Yeah,
That's Puerto Vallarta.
yeah.
So anyway, so we got them all organized. I'm gonna finish this story.
No, you're not.
So I
Dare
can
you.
actually, so this Brian can go to sleep.
It's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, no. When we're done, you and me are going to do 3 more episodes. This guy's Michael's going to leave. You guys can finish the
I
night
gotta
out.
go. Right.
So anyway, so I decide I'm like, okay, we're going to get cabs. I'm going to get everybody in the car. I'm going to help Kurt Watanabe do his job.
You're
So
going
I
to get
lined up
every
on these-
NBA player into a
that
cab.
was with us. Not every NBA,
Oh.
the ones that were at the phone bar.
They all called shotgun.
So they all come up. No, that's not true.
Whoa,
How
Yeah,
dare you?
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah. So anyway, we got them in there. It was all good, except for there was no room for me. So I thought, that's
Can't you-
good, because now I can go back into the phone bar.
yeah.
And because I was like, I'm pretty excited about this.
Get that.
But when the car stops,
Oh,
the door
no.
opens up.
And Kurt wants an alcohol.
No, Magic Johnson's bodyguard gets out of
Dick's
the
out.
car.
Oh, sorry.
Gets out of the. This is not a dick story.
He's got a big dick.
This is always. Have you haven't listened? To
Yeah.
that.
It's fine. So
Yeah.
his bodyguard, aka
gets out of-
penis,
no, gets out of the car and tells me, "Get in the car. Magic Johnson wants you to make sure you get home,
Oh.
as opposed because he knows what you did
And
to
when I
help
say
him."
in the car, I mean in the trunk.
Yeah, and then the next day I had to sit next to him on the plane.
How'd that go?
Sitting next to Magic
You
Magic
saved
Johnson.
the seat right next to him on the
Did he,
plane.
did he still
I
have
got
trying to
foam
be-
on him?
trying to be good friends.
So
Anyway, so
soft.
now I'm rambling and I don't know where this is all going.
Okay, so
I'm
no,
gonna-
you sat next to Magic Johnson on the plane.
Of course.
Where did his dick sit?
I think he was 3 rows back.
5, 6, 7, and 8. So Mile High Club.
No, I don't think so. Not
Are
on
you
that
sure?
Didn't
plane.
wanna get
Yeah.
the hit, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't, is that really such a thing, a Mile High Club? Are you really a Mile High?
You're way
Like,
more than a mile high.
Every flight I take, I'm on the Mile High Club.
yeah,
Yeah,
'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
but-
high and I'm a
Yeah,
mile
but
up.
I know you fly by yourself quite a bit.
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
duh.
Like, why do you think I get rib removed? You
I
know?
Uh,
I'm not telling you any more stories because I feel like they're not taken seriously like the person that I am.
So you haven't listened to the podcast?
once again,
Oh, this is a podcast.
well,
I thought this was like a police interrogation or something. It's like, no, Magic Johnson said you're
Yeah.
I'm actually Magic Johnson's attorney. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
His representation. So, but
I feel
anyway,
like
it
we
was,
need
it
you
was
on for like 12 more episodes.
Hey,
It was-
do you want to promote like your newest foam club, or are you just doing the basketball gorilla thing, or what's
no,
going on here?
I'm not doing. I'm old, retired, and just a bitter old man that lives in the
Sounds
same
like it.
neighborhood
I
that
mean-
you guys do.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Out of all of our guests, we've been like, "Hey, sit the fuck down, put the headset on, and tell us the story." You're the best, like by far,
By far?
by far.
Wow. That's bold, sir.
If I was a crier, you'd make me cry, but I'm really not.
Dude,
Do you wanna cry?
honestly,
We can make you
if
cry.
you want us to make you cry,
Yeah.
I will make you cry.
I can
Just
fart
tune
your
in next
face
week.
real good.
No, I can just insult you to
Oh,
tears,
that
dude.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. I'm not. I take.
You're pretty thick-skinned.
Yeah, pretty thick skin, and
How?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's all
Yeah.
slippery because he's covered.
You know,
in
you need
foam,
to
so.
you need to get a sound effect for that one. Yeah, no, not that one.
Not that one?
Not a cute. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's
so
Maybe this one?
Thank you.
yeah. There
Thank
you go.
very much
One.
to our
Yeah.
editors, AI, that are going to remove that little bit.
Yeah.
The robots are going to take that away.
That's too. Oh, is that what you put this through AI?
I'm not stupid. I'm not doing
Yeah.
this
No,
myself.
our whole song is AI. Like you're not real, right? Brian with a Y.
I'm not real.
Bitty, bitty, bitty.
Yeah. Click. Can you click the pictures that have a fucking traffic light in them?
Can you clear my search history? That'd be great. Thanks.
Incognito, Brian. Thanks for stopping
You
by.
better clear your own search history. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
I don't want to touch that.
Yeah.
Brian,
So,
Brian, thanks.
For
Yeah.
what?
Are you talking? Thank you. You're welcome. Wait, hold
We
on.
don't know yet.
We need him, me, you, me, him,
He's
him,
done.
you.
I can see that. You know when you're. What are you guys? You guys are the host of this show, right?
No.
No,
You're like.
no. We are
What's it mean when you keep circling your hand like that? Like wrap this up? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm trying
Yeah.
to jerk off, but it's not working out.
He's not good at it. He's been trying. He's
I
just-
haven't learned yet. My mom didn't teach me.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could teach him, like the first thing you got to get a foam pit, right?
Yeah.
And Magic Johnson.
It's way
Yeah,
easier.
You can introduce me to Magic
poor
Johnson.
Magic
Yeah.
Johnson. I haven't talked to him for years.
Well, obviously.
Well, duh. Obviously, once you blow him on a plane, he's not.
That, yeah.
The guy never calls me.
Yeah, he's like, well, where is my?
All
right,
all
well.
right. I think that's enough.
Yeah, medium episode. I'd say. You know,
That is enough.
That's
That
a,
is enough.
That's a solid 4.3.
Yeah.
Out of 100, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Well,
No.
duh.
All right. Thanks, baby.
All right. Good talk.
Step right up to the wildest show where two big minds are ready to blow. Conversations deep yet full of jest. Come on in, you found the best. Between two giants, here you'll find wit and wisdom intertwined. Loves and knowledge hand in hand. This is the show that's in command. sense of life's wild lanes. Deep dive chats and fun remain. Bet you won't hear this on the plane. Between two giants here you'll find